Hello and welcome to Bargain and Christian Gaming. My name is Rich. We're going to play a little more Starfield. We're going to play the Ryujin Industries. Just last time we got we got the key to go up to the executive floor. So that's where we're going to go find out what our next mission is here. And of course, no, wrong button. Ooh, not what I wanted to do. I was going to switch my camera view. I forget what it is in this one. Is it this one? No, this one? There it is. You can get your third-person view of your guy. And that's my follower, Andrea. She's been hanging out with me for the most part. My big fat guy. You can get when you're on planet, you get it so he doesn't wear the spacesuit, but I always forget to do that. All right, let's go to. You're going to executive offices. And looks like we're going
Ryujin
up a
CEO is no joke in the ball.
It says something, does it not? That the executives wish to have everyone else physically beneath them?
What terrible things are these people going to ask me to do now? Ryujin is like not. It's them and the pirates are kind of the bad people in this. I think. I have to talk to this person.
Name and appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
They aren't willing. That leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news
Keep
to
out
Alexis.
of my way,
at our
and
next
I'll keep
meeting.
out of yours.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin.
Okay, you're doing a lot of
So
this,
tell me,
Laru.
what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
What can I say? I'm good at what I
5
do.
successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact.
All right.
Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the
Absolutely,
best
especially if I
operative
save
I've ever
scum.
hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments.
All right.
Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly.
Understood. I'll get it done.
Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin.
They are dirty,
Your
dirty
contact
people.
is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them.
If it's important, I'll get the information.
Oh, you'll get the information if you want to hang on to your job. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath
Oh,
me.
you're lovely.
Simon is into sports. so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Razor Derby is the only real sport. Yes, got it.
Alright, I'm ready.
You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take
They
care of.
really kind of overacted on this
Thanks for
one,
the
didn't
vote
they?
of confidence.
Mars, okay, yeah. Let's see, can I just,
I've got my eye on you.
It's nice that you have your eye on me, but we have, set course. Let's go land on Mars.
Can never quite place the smell of Sidonia. Ozone and metal and something vaguely old and ill-kept.
Alright, let's go in here. Let's save it once we get inside. Alright. Welcome to Sidonia.
That's just the lack of empathy.
Guys up there, I will do
Simply cannot.
just a little system. Oh, save.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing.
Okay, how do we get up to him?
The Freestar Rangers were able to.
Very practical to seal this off and make it habitable. It's rather visually pleasing.
Restore. Okay, so yeah, it does come from over here. Okay,
Journalistic integrity.
I didn't see the stairs there. There, all these people kind of get in the way.
I need to find a real bar. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year.
Right. Razor Derby's on it.
Damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
At least you're being open about the fact that you are gouging us.
Surely that's negotiable.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth. This is what you call negotiating? All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now?
Tell me about the side job.
You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Malai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. She's a freelance mercenary, used to work for Inception Technologies. But she likes her independence, so she went into business for herself. She specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any second thoughts, you should think of it as doing the settled systems a favor. Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. She'd never just hand it over. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. On top of that, she's superstitious, which makes the gun all the more precious to her.
Alright.
And just like that, we are off to kill someone? So be it.
You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Malai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Alright, let's go murder people. Wrong button. Again, wrong button. Set course.
Good to be back in our own ship.
That's bad enough. State your business or I open fire. That's more like it. So, tell me what you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage. Simon's been trying to kill me for years, and failed. Miserably. So, why haven't you opened fire, hmm? Talk. Simon will never. Perhaps. But just how do you propose we manage? As much as I love the thought of you playing Simon, I hardly... On second thought, you're onto something. All right. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed, for whatever that's worth.
Alrighty, let's dock.
Seals are locked and we are docked.
Dang it.
impressed Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. Ah, the first time Ember and I met, she was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. Oh, she's saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive and suffering. Oh, will you? You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship.
I really think that position.
I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind. You make a good point. If you manage to find me, you certainly know who I am. And I don't know a thing about you. I've got no sympathy. So you're the persist? Enough of this. This'll be fun.
Remember that ammunition is not free.
Oh, I gave her a chance. I got a ship here now. I kind of want to steal it.
Is something amiss?
Where's your cargo on this one? I mean, this one's bigger than mine. I don't know if I can pilot, though. Ah, credits. Alright, that's out if you're on the ground. Let's see what's on the bottom floor before I get off this thing. Food. Ah, med pack. Jump seat. This would be a great steal. What you got here? Chunks Employee Handbook. Why does she have Chunks Employee Handbook? Oliver Twist. That. London landmark on Earth, huh? Cool. I was gonna sell him out, but you know, since she attacked me anyway. Oh, kids' drawings. Terrible. Well, let's get back on my ship. honestly, I would have preferred to have. Okay, let's undock.
Locks, air pressure, drive, all good to go, Captain.
I'm hoping the gun backfires on him and kills him. After he gives me the information. If I fought her in space, I don't know if I could have won because her ship was nicer than mine. Alrighty. Alright.
Bunch of heat leeches,
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
Look who survived the devil hearse. So, that lying she-devil finally got what's coming to her. I've been looking over my shoulder for the past 5 years now, just wondering when she'd show up to put a bullet in my chest.
I can rest say she's gone.
A world without Malailaskova. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind.
Okay.
Let's hope you're right. Now, back to business. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself.
Okay.
Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the NeuroApp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news. So their entry must involve something big.
All right.
Nice doing business with you.
All right. Listen to the audio file. New items. Ember laser pistol. I mean, it's nice and all, but it also, she says it's backfires and stuff. I don't want it to kill me. It is a nice little laser pistol, though. I might have to use it.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. It's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
Alrighty. So this guy lives at Lux Condominiums A10. Let's see. He's over there in the Star Yard.
Did-in career has her face off with the UC Spacers and leading an assault.
Where's he someone else?
Red, orange, everything.
Trade Authority. Citizens.
You don't say. Deimos. One of the earliest shipbuilders, and desperate to remain relevant.
I gotta get off this guy's computer. What time is it anyway? Did it say local time 1:10? And if we look at the slate, notes. So he.
It's a vanity purchase.
Sometimes I feel like these mines just run themselves. I like to think that's thanks to me.
Once again, stealing stuff for fun and profit.
Some more credits in my pocket would be nice, though.
Another day, another shift.
Alright, we'll turn this in and end this one here.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours. Don't cause any trouble.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity LTD prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. And come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Okay.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
You got it, boss.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity LTD has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need Fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity LTD has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible.
Of course.
And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
Nice. Money, digipics, mission complete. New mission, background checks. Alrighty. And we'll do that next time.
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
Alright, well, this would be a good place to end it. Thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see more of Starfield, let me know in the comments. If there's other game on Game Pass or PS Plus, games are free to play, games are on sale. I'll get to them as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys all next time.